Start the recording for other people. All right, guys, let's do. Oh, well, what happened to Krishna? Krishna left, I guess. I think his mic was not working. Let's give it another minute. Give me 1 second. All right, let's start, guys. I think we have everybody that we need. Cool. So, few things I want to discuss with you guys. First of all, is workout tracker. Okay. Let me share my screen, and I will go over with one of that because it's important how you're going to start filling it. All right. Okay, so let's take any workout, doesn't matter. All right. So let's assume this is your sheet. All right. And you want to start putting in, for week 1, week 2, week 3. So I'll add one more column over here, like sets and reps. So I'll update that, but let's assume this is it, right? So for example, if you start with Smith squats, right? Like even if I say 8 or 10 to do, you don't know how much weight you want to do or you should do, right? So the first thing you want to do in the gym is find out how much weight you should do or what I'm like with this one. So for example, Smith squats, you go, you take the rack, you load in some plates. Okay, what you need to do first of all is the warm up for every workout. Warm up and workout, and then your cool down. Okay, so warm up, it could be, you can like walk on the treadmill or something. What I do is, if if I know that, I usually do like 70 pounds, into 10 into 8 reps. For example, if I'm putting a 45 plate and 25 plate, and it's like I usually do 8 reps and I have to do 3 sets of this. The way I will warm up is like I'll start with like empty bar, then I'll do like 10 reps of it. So I'll warm out, I'll warm up the muscle that I'm going to work out, because that is very important in order to not have injuries. Injuries are going to set us back for like 2 to 3 months and sometimes 6 months to a year. So we don't want injuries to happen, and the best way to avoid injuries is to warm up. And this is the best way that I have found to avoid injuries. Like start with empty bar, then like put 10-15 plates, or like like a 25 plate, then 45 plate. Go up to the point that where you want to go, and after that you do the sets. Now, how would you know which one is your, like I know 70 is the max that I can do for 8 reps. How will you know? What I will suggest is like start small, like put a plate of 25 or 15, whichever is, with strict form, with proper form, try to do the exercise. All right. So for example, Smith squats. How do you know what is Smith squats? I'll do is like, there are tons and tons of videos how to use Smith machine. So everybody will tell you, like there are tons and tons of nice exercises. I have not recorded myself, but you can do it. So basically you put, you put some weight and you do this quarter. So you put a 25 plate and you see how many you can do maximum. So if you're able to do only 6, it means that weight is too heavy for you. If you're able to do 15 or 20, you need to lower the weight, and you need to keep lowering the weight and do the exercise until you're able to do only 10. Only 10. It means that no matter how hard you try, with proper form, if you're able to do only 10, that is your baseline. And that is going to be your reference. So that is your reference. All right. Once you get your reference, then you do this workout. So you do 45 sets into reps, right? So Oh, weight and reps. Sorry, my bad. Weight and reps. So you say I did 45 into 8 reps. 45. My second set was 45 into 8 reps. And maybe the third set will be 45 into 6 reps. It means that your body is not able to do anything more. You can't even do what you were able to do before, which is great. Now your target is going to be in the next weeks, because we are going to repeat the same exercise next week. This should come to 7, or even if it is 6, it should be easier than before, the previous week. So that's the goal. So the goal is to bring it to 45 and 8. The moment it goes like 45 into 10, 45 into 10, something like this. This is an indication that you have to increase your weight. The moment you're able to increase the reps on that weight, specific weight, it means that either your muscles are used to that kind of stimulus and your body has recovered and made more muscles to compensate for the weight that you're doing. That is the time you have to hit your body with more weight. And we keep doing that, but we just have to make sure that do not increase this weight. Like, you can try 55 into 8 again. Okay. But don't go to 60. It's going to be counterintuitive. You can get injured, or we want to go slowly. We want to progress properly. So that's what you're going to do with each and every exercise. Do you guys understand? Guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it, right? So
Yeah.
it's very important. Like Rupesh and me, we have been going for a while, so we know what our reference is. All right. We know how much we are able to do. So we can start there and we know. But for people who are new, you don't know what your reference is. So that is very important to find that reference. Start with a 25 plate. Do as many reps as you can. If you're able to do 20, you know that you can increase like at least 15, 20 pounds more. If you can only do 11, you know that there is a little bit of room to improvement over there. You can add like a 2 plate or 5 plate. Do that. You should not be able to do more than 10. Then if it is 10, we are going to do only 8. Okay. Even if you are able to do max 10, we are only going to do 8, because we want to keep our RP to around 5 or 6. We don't want to overkill. We don't want to do each set to, it's called as balls to walls. We don't want to go balls to walls on each set. It puts a lot of stress on your nervous system, and it's, it becomes that much difficult to recover. And the next day you'll feel like, I don't want to go to the gym. It becomes very difficult. So most of you only have 4 days, out of which 3 days is exercise and 4 day is cardio and a HIIT circuit training of 30 minutes. It's not a lot. That's how we are going to start with. Few people, I'm like, it's individualized. Some people have 5-day plan, some people have 3-day plan, some people have 4-day plan. Okay. So that is where we are going to start. So any questions on the workout, like how we are going to, go to the gym? And each day, if you see, right, like if you see this one, this is a legs workout. It specifically tells you that we are going to work on legs today, legs and abs. Okay, this one. So you know that you're going to work on these 2 muscles. You'll have 2 or 3 sets maximum. Okay, it's more than enough to input the stimulus to the body to trigger it for growth. Okay, you don't need tons and tons of reps and weights, and you don't need to go crazy. It's a little bit of stimulus is more than enough to build muscle. All right, and same goes with abs. Abs is nothing special. We don't have to develop them. We don't have to do countless crunches every day. We treat it as every other muscle, and we do it like once or twice a week, depending upon your plan. All right, so you may not even see ab exercises because abs are targeted in almost a lot of exercises like squats and this and that. So don't worry about that. Crunches don't make abs, or doing abs don't give you abs. That is what is going to get rid of that flab. And when you're doing all the exercises, we are going to do ab exercise as well. That will increase the size of the abs or the other muscles, and then that's how you'll see those muscles popping out slowly and steadily. Fat loss is a faster process, but muscle gain is a very slow process. All right. So that's about it. And second most important thing is like mind to muscle connection. If you're doing a bicep curl and if you don't feel it in your bicep, you're feeling it in your back or swing, it's not nice. If you're doing your shoulders, make sure that your shoulders are targeted. Try to lift that weight with your shoulders. If you're doing biceps, try to squeeze the bicep. When you show your biceps to somebody, the way you show it, same thing when you do your curls, you should hit that muscle. If it is not hitting, and if you think the weight is too much, lower the weight. That's fine. Right now we'll be targeting the form, the mind to muscle connection, just to get into the habit, and we will increase the weight. It will become like a second, your second nature. So that's on the workout side. I think that is clear. I don't want to spend too much time on this one. The next one which I want to talk about is your macros.
Hey, Sandeep.
Yes.
Hey, this is Krishna.
Hi, Krishna.
Yeah. Hey, I have a quick question.
Yes.
So I see week one, there's a bunch of exercises, right? For legs and abs.
Yeah.
And you said like 3 to 4 times a week, 4 days a week, type thing. So how do we plan this? Like what to do on day one versus day two?
Got it. So if you see, right, week one, this is day one. So when you go tomorrow to the gym, your day one and week one is this one. So on week one, you go to day one. So on the next day, you go to day two and you put it over here.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
On the third day, you put it over here. Fourth day, you put it over here. Simple.
Got it.
Then week two starts, you go to week two, you go to day one again. It's very simple. It's laid out for you. You don't have to, there is no thinking process. You just go in, you bump out. Your only goal is to try to increase this weight or at least keep it same and, try to hit your muscles that you're trying to hit. Every muscle is listed out. So, in our body, there are 3 major muscles: chest, back, and legs. So, we are targeting these muscles. We're targeting these muscles because these muscles, when you train them, they give you the biggest bang for your buck. That will create that stimulus for your body to make more muscles. And those are the ones which we are targeting right now. Those are the ones which we will target even at the end of the 12 weeks or even at the end of 12 years. It doesn't matter. Those are the core muscles we are going to target. Okay. And most of the exercises are compound exercises: flat barbell press, decline barbell press. So if you say barbell press, your back is involved, your chest is involved, your abs, your core is involved, your traps involved, everything is involved, your wrists, your forearms. So one exercise will take care of all the other muscles. So that's the reason you'll see less exercises, but it is hitting more of the muscles that you want. So we want less time in the gym, and we want to get the results that we want in the least amount of time. We don't want to overtrain. There is something called as overtraining. Don't do that. Overtraining is catabolic. Anabolic means you're in muscle growth. Catabolic means your body is trying to cut the muscles, because it thinks of, it as like overburden. So we're not going to do exercises more than 1 hour, because anything more than 1 hour to, like 1 hour, 20 minutes, your body starts releasing stress hormones, and stress is catabolic to your growth. So we're not going to do more exercise, when it is not needed. We're not going to overtrain. We're not going to kill ourselves. We're not going to do at a RP, which is very high, like balls to the walls. No, we're going to do a chill exercise, because that way we are going to continue for 12 weeks or more than that. 12 weeks is just the base, but you can continue this for the lifetime. It's a lifestyle change.
No, that's great. Can you go back to the week? Okay. So I'm looking at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different exercises for legs and abs. What's your recommendation about do we have to take a pause between each one of these? What's ideal, between
question? So you're talking about rest period, right? So
yes,
you should be fully rested to, you should have full energy to go to the next one. So for some people it is 1 minute, some people it could be 3 minutes. Doesn't matter. Rest period does not matter. People say just take 30 seconds rest and go, and that will burn more fat. Bullshit. Doesn't work that way. Okay. Take as much rest as you want, and that is going to burn more. That is going to give you more energy, because our goal in the gym is to break the muscles as much as possible, and within that stimulus, not too much, not break them to the extent that it's an injury, but do go up to the strength where you're doing 8 to 10 reps. So take as much rest as you want. There is nothing called as too short or too long.
Got
all right. And the tempo should be, we'll talk about tempo later on. First, get into the form, and then we'll talk about 1-3 tempos and all. That's a little bit of advanced technique. We'll go there later on. First get into the habit of this thing. Now,
and another quick question is, I'm sorry, regarding hydration, do we have to do hydrate
I'm coming
our
to
body
that.
Bit? Okay, all right.
I'm coming to that. So I have macros, snacks, water, steps, sleep, tracking. I have everything to discuss right now. I think we might have to extend this call a little bit. I'll have to make another call because this is only 40 minutes, but I'll try to squeeze in as much as possible. I'm going to put my light on. All right. So I think workout tracker is good, right? If you have any questions, you can call me anytime, but I think this information is good to start with. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. Second thing is macros. We have calculated your macros. Everybody's macros is different, but if I have to tell you what I have done so that you understand what I have done is, all right, let me go to this one. All right, these are your macro cals, and this is your maintenance. So for example, this is Krishna, right? This is your maintenance. This is the amount of calories you need to maintain muscle. But I don't know whether this is right for you or not, but I have still given calorie deficit of 200 to start with. So at this rate, this week, I'm not expecting more than 0.5 lbs of loss of muscle, weight loss on your part. Okay. So, or anybody's part, everybody's on the same. Now, if you lose more than this, it means your metabolic activity is more, your metabolic rate is more, and your sedentary activity, even though I have given you like 1.6, which is moderately high, you may still be burning more calories. Then I have to adjust this, and we are going to adjust the protein later on. But I will adjust the activity level, and then later on this deficit is going to increase. So depending upon what you do, and if I see you're losing way too much weight, then I'm going to cut this down to 0 or maybe 100 calories. So each individual I'll have to calculate, like validate, like at the end of the week, how you guys are doing, and then we'll evaluate this and we'll change it. And then the same changes needs to go into your app. However, these are your macro breakdown, and this is what you need to go over there. I'm like, this is all inserted in your app right now, and you need to follow that. All right. Okay. So for you guys, like bunch of people, it's 0.8 because you have a higher potential of losing muscle, Krishna, because you do a lot of badminton and tennis, right? So that's the reason yours is higher. Like this girl, she doesn't eat protein at all. Like her protein might be like 10-15 grams or 20 grams per day. So for her, it's very less. It's 0.4. And I want to take this to 1. For you also, I want to take this to 1. Vikram also 0.8 because he plays a lot of cricket and stuff. So he has a tendency to lose muscle, which we don't want. Rohit is, he's also 0.8 because he used to go to the gym and he was my gym trainer like 10 years back. So he knows what to do and all. Rupesh is the only one which is at 1 lb, like 1 gram per lbs of his body weight, which is really high protein, but his body is used to that. That's the reason I have given him that. So everybody's is different, just to tell you that, but these are the macros, and we are going to try and stick to it as much as possible. If out of 153 gram protein, if you are at 140, 145, it's okay. Don't go crazy, and if out of 153 you ate 160, it's not the end of the world. It's instead of 260 you ate 280, it's fine. But as long as the overall calories are good, we're good. All right. Even out of this, like, out of 264, you didn't eat carbs for the most of the day, and you felt like having an ice cream. Go for it. Don't worry about it. As long as it fits in your, in your macros, and it's like a junk food, but in the 10-15% range of your entire calorie goal, it's fine. Don't worry. We still have to survive. We still have to enjoy your life. This is not what we are going to do all the time. Like it's okay to enjoy your life. Don't worry. If you go into those cravings, it will be easier to sustain it in the long term. But if you don't eat for like 2 weeks and then you're going nuts, and then you might just leave everything, and one day you'll go nuts and you'll eat whatever you want, and all those 2 weeks, energy that you have put, all the jo bhi mehnat liya hai, it will go to vain. Don't do that. So that's about the macros. Now I have gone to each and every one of your app, and I have put a sample food over there. right? So that is just to give you an estimate, like how to put calories and how to match it. However, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to send you a sheet. So for example, for veggies, I said like paneer is one of the source, right? But paneer can be replaced with soybean. Soybean or paneer can be replaced by egg whites or eggs. Eggs, even though eggs has more, like entire egg has like fat, but egg whites. So all these foods are interchangeable. So one day you had 60 grams of paneer, second day you have four eggs. There is nothing wrong in it. I'll give you a list of foods that is good. So if you're eating white rice, you can easily use wheat roti. If you don't want to use wheat roti, you can easily eat poha. If you don't like poha, you can eat upma. If you don't like upma, you can eat potatoes. Potatoes are the best food. I don't know why it has such a bad name. If you want to become full and you want to stay full, satiated, it's called a satiated. So satiation means like once you eat the food, it gives you constant energy for a very long time and you don't feel hungry. If you eat chips, you'll get hungry in like 15 minutes because of the energy crash and all. So potatoes is one of the best food for weight loss or building muscles, whatever you want to do. But I rely on potatoes so much. I just stir fry them and whatever the oil for that day. If it is like 10 grams, I'll put 10 grams for 5 grams for potatoes, 5 grams for my chicken, and I'm done with broccoli. Broccoli, I just steam it. So that's how I do it. So all these foods are interchangeable, and I'll give you a list of all the foods. Now, how do you know how much to put? In your app, just put like 50, like 50 grams of potatoes and see if it calculates to the amount of carbs that you need, because everybody's is different. So some people might need 100 grams of potato for that meal. Some people might need 60 grams of potato. That you have to put it in, or if you want to eat the same type of food, what I do is like if I want to eat chicken for that, I'll meal prep, I'll make like 3 or 4 tiffins and I'll eat the same food, because once it is measured and calculated and I make tiffins out of it or boxes, I just eat those because I know exactly that is the calories that I want to eat. It becomes so much simpler. So meal prep is very important. If you can do that, it will make your life so much better, because then you can just copy paste the same macros for 4 days and you can eat the same food. That's the reason my breakfast is almost the same every day. I don't change it. And you can try it as well. So that's about macros.
Sandeep,
yes.
Sorry to interrupt, right? So I think I asked you in 101, right?
Yeah.
Being a veggie, and like my always a problem that I even shared earlier is that like what kind of meal that can cover the macros that you have set up for me in the app, right?
Yes.
So I'll give you a list help on that.
I'll give you a list of all the veggie, and not you. I'm going to give a list of all the foods that you can have safely for everybody. And that has replacements for fat, carbs, and proteins, veggie and non-veg. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that
don't worry,
be
it's there.
Key for me.
Absolutely. I'll even share the recipes with you guys. I will help you. See, wherever you guys are stuck, I know where you guys are going to get stuck, and I'll definitely keep putting some snippets or put some things to help you with those. I know macro counting is a big deal, and that's the reason I'm trying to engrave it into your DNA to engrave, to start counting calories, and that is going to be the key whether you're going to succeed in your goal or not the gym, not anything else. Okay, that is going to be the key. So I have set the goals for you. I have set, don't change any settings, please. It messes up the calories, because LifeSum, Yadzo is better, but LifeSum just messes up with the entire calorie goal. If you say that I want to maintain my weight, it will change your calories. Then I won't be able to know what you're doing. So don't change anything. Please trust me. We'll change it. We'll have to change it and update it every week. But for now, don't change it. Okay. So that's about tracking. Foods can be replaced. I'll give you the list of all the foods. Just make sure you eat, mix and match the food, but just make sure that you stick to your macros. All right. Try to have veggies, because veggies have micros. I did not talk about micros, but as macros are important, micros are also very important. I have included broccoli in most of the diets, because broccoli will give you protein as well as a lot of the things that we need. Plus we use onions, tomatoes, and like all the veggies in our food, right? That gives us a lot of micros that we need. That is good. All right. So fats. Now, what to cook your food in? Okay, vegetable oil, throw it out in the can. Okay, if you have vegetable oil, if anybody's cooking in the house, it's not healthy for you, it's not healthy for anybody. Vegetable oil at high temperature, it becomes toxic, it's of no use, you don't get any fat benefit out of it, it's just toxic. Okay, so throw it out. Any cold compressed oil, so ghee, butter, coconut oil, or olive oil. Olive oil is not used for cooking, it's only used for like salads and stuff. I don't use olive oil, I use desi ghee. I love the taste, and I put it in everything. I put it in everything, and and butter sometimes. So butter, you can put more as compared to ghee because butter is lighter than that. Depending upon my mood, I use butter or ghee. So please don't use any other oils. And two of your best friends while cooking is going to be calorie-free spray oil. I use that a lot because in 5 grams, you cannot soak the veggies and all, and it just becomes very difficult to cook it. They get burnt. So what I do is like, I'll put 5 grams, but then I'll spray oil on those veggies with like 0-calorie spray, so that I get the benefit of cooking it properly. Plus, I get the benefit of my fat as well, and I'm not overgoing my macros. And second thing is calorie sweetener, 0-calorie sweetener. Sugar, we cannot put it. Sugar is deadly, we all know. So wherever possible, try to replace it with calorie sweetener. What I do sometimes is like, if I don't like the taste of the sweetener, I'll put a little bit of sugar to get that sugary taste, and then I'll put rest with the, these are small things that is going to help you. So if you like, your coffee, I hate my coffee with sweetener. So I will always put, a scoop of sugar, and I'll enjoy my coffee because I want my coffee to be perfect in the morning. So that's all. You can have as many green teas and ginger teas or whatever, 0-calorie teas, whatever you want. You can have as many times as you want. I prefer like a proper cappuccino in the morning. So every day I'll make my cappuccino with frothing and all, and I'll drink that. But the calories with it is like very, very less. So I make it myself. That's about the foods. Snacking is the worst thing, which can kill your gains. Few peanuts here, few almonds there, bhujia here and there. No, you can't have that. If you want to snack, measure it, make sure it's as per your calories, not more than 5-10% of your calorie goals on daily basis. But I would say stay away from it. It's just processed food. It's not going to get you anywhere close to. I love Swat peanuts, and I used to chug them like the whole day. Last 6 months, I did not. I used to eat them like 4 or 5 in a day in the early weeks. But as my calories started going down, I started getting rid of all the foods that is not giving me any benefit. So if you can get away with that, that is great. If you are addicted to it, I would say, slowly and steadily get rid of it, because your calories are going to decrease in the future for some people. And then it will be very difficult to, if you just eat like a handful of peanuts, they are 300, 400 calories. That is going to be your actual meal. So try to, keep control on snacks, because snacks is where a lot of people fail. Okay. In your snacks in the app, I have used snacks for pre-workout and post-workout. For pre-workout, I sometimes just drink a coffee without milk, sugar, whatever, because caffeine will give you the energy that you need. Or recently what I started is like, I have pushed my lunch so far ahead, like till 2 o'clock, so that when I eat my lunch at 2 o'clock or 2:30, sometimes 3 o'clock, then I go to the gym at 4:30, and I use that energy, that carb energy, as my pre-workout for workout. So just have more carbs before and after your workout, because that's where you need most energy. You need more energy in the gym, where you want to utilize your carbs, so use that. And after workout, carbs are very important. Protein, you can drink or don't drink, it doesn't matter. Protein takes a long time to synthesize. So even if your lunch, it takes 4.5 hours to synthesize. You have a lot of protein during the day, and it doesn't matter. You can have your entire protein in the morning and still be okay with it. So, but glycogen levels get depleted. We have to, replenish them. So I usually have a banana after my gym, or some kind of sugary thing, or something like oatmeal or whatever. Anything with sugars, you can have it, that will replenish it. So
Sandeep,
that's, yeah.
Sorry, again interrupting, right?
No,
So
please ask.
in my app, you added 2 bananas, right?
Yes.
So that should be taken post workout. That That's the way I should treat that.
If you want, you can take one before and one after. And what you do is like, this is the time for you guys to analyze also. If you eat bananas earlier than the gym, and if you go and feel bloated, don't take it in the pre-workout. Take it post-workout, because after that you just have to chill. I chill on my couch for 2 hours. I don't do anything after that. Because I'm not capable of doing. I have pushed myself in the gym, but I just chill after that. For an hour or 2 hours, I just play my games. So see how your body behaves. See how your body behaves. So if you feel bloated, don't do that. And during workout, keep yourself hydrated. What I usually do is like just take a 0-calorie Gatorade or any kind of 0-calorie drink, and I just chug it. I keep sipping it at the time of the workout. I don't drink water. Some people drink a gallon of water over there. Doesn't matter. Water makes me feel bloated over there, so I just sip, like Gatorade or some kind of drink, Propel or something during that workout. Plus, these drinks have electrolytes, so they replenish your, the electrolytes which are lost during the workout. So that is a good thing as well. That's the reason I have those drinks. So you get those electrolytes as well. All right. So that is for the workout. Now water. The calculation for water is depending. So for example, the rule of thumb is if you are 20 kgs, you need 1 liter of water. If you're 40 kgs, you need 2 liters of water in a day. If you're 60 kgs, you need 3 liters of water. I'm like around 77, so I need 4 liters of water. And when like last weeks, I was even drinking 5 liters of water. Yes, you have to rush towards the restroom a lot. It's inconvenient when you go outside. However, with increased protein synthesis need water. Without water, it becomes very difficult for your body to cope up with that protein. That's the reason people have bloating. That's the reason people cannot digest it, and people have issues, stomach pain or whatever. Just because it's not that because your body cannot digest, it just doesn't have the things to help digest it. Protein. We are going to increase our protein intake going forward. So water. If you are 20 kgs, 1 liter. 2 liters, 3 liters, 4 liters, according to that. 3 to 4 liters is said as good. I drink 4 liters, and during my last days, 5 liters. So that's what I do. But please, water is very important for protein synthesis and all the other functions of your body. 70% is water. So please, guys, if this call get disconnected, I'll send another link, because this is only a 40-minute call. Okay. So that is for water. All right. Next is steps. I have given all of you 5K steps. Yes.
Hey, I'm sorry. One quick question. Somebody said, they see the X number of bananas in their meal plan.
Yes.
I assume you probably have done that to me as well, right?
No, you do have carbs. You have more carbs than others, but you don't have banana. You might have something else.
Okay.
You'll have. I think you have more rice because you love rice.
Yeah, I do, but I mean, I love rice, but I'm not a big fan.
Oh, no. So don't worry. So as I said, it's very mix and match, right? If you want, instead of 80 grams of carbs that I gave you, which is rice, just have 60 grams, you'll be left with like carbs worth of 2-3 bananas. Have over there, you'll get potassium also. So
yeah. I mean, no, that's not the question. The problem I have is I'm looking at. I have this app. What's this app? Azio. That's the app I have, and I don't see any of those details. That's why it's like maybe I'm not looking at the right way.
No, so you may not see those. So go one day before or work one day after. I have put those meals in there as a reference for that day. So if you go one day back or forward, that I have filled out for you. Now that is a reference for you to fill out similar to the next days.
Got it. Okay.
So you add food for breakfast. You choose banana.
No, I get it. I didn't know how to use this app. I get it. No.
It's a learning go. And you'll get it. That's the reason. Okay, perfect.
So now I went one day back. Now I see all the detail like coffee and other stuff. Okay, good.
Perfect. All right. Guys, only 2 minutes remaining on this call. So why don't I create a new meeting? Let's do this. What is the time right now? 9:40 maybe. $10:30. Yeah. Let's take 21 today, right? Okay, perfect. So let me do this. Okay. I'm going to copy this and send it to you guys. All right. Good enough. All right. Why don't we jump on that call so that we don't lose that? Okay.
Sure. Okay.
All right.